Hello, hello, Scorpios. Welcome, welcome. Well, I saved you guys for the last because if you guys know already, the 26th, which is tomorrow, is a full moon in Scorpio. So this is your full moon, guys. And so the energies are really, really close to the 26th. And I have Scorpios in the moon in Scorpio. So this is huge, huge, huge energies. It's also considered a supermoon because it's the closest to the Earth it's going to be. And so you will see the moon and it will be humongous. So for some of us, it's going to be the 26th evening for the full moon, and some is 27th. Depends on where you are in the world. But that's where that is. So I am doing a full moon reading on the 26th at 11 a.m. So if you want to log on for that, you can also hit the subscribe button and the bell, and that will alert you when I am on, and also when I do my readings as well, if you'd like to do that. Otherwise, if you like to share, if you like the video, please like it or share it with your friends, and we'll go from there. All right, I think that's the only other video or announcement I have is I have a video called why is my tarot different? That is for you that are new, that are questioning, well, why doesn't she do normal spreads? I can do normal spreads if you want me to, especially if we're doing a one-on-one. However, this is divine driven. So go and watch that, and that'll explain a lot for you. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. So these are the energies for the 26th through the 2nd, and we've already started into that full moon process. So you're going to feel these energies already. If you haven't, I sure have. Oh my gosh, talk about, it's going to be sort of an emotional roller coaster with Scorpio coming in, or the moon coming in Scorpio. There's also going to be a lot more sexual tension energies. There's also going to be more hardship energies that are stubborn energies, because we not only have the moon in Scorpio, we have it opposing 5 other planets, all kinds of stuff. So I'll share that with you tomorrow. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. So first card I'm going to pull out as far as the oracles, there's 3 cards. One's for the divine, one's current energies, and one's future energies. So let's see what is going on for Scorpios. This is a big full moon for Scorpios. A lot of energies popping around. And if you're by the ocean, oh my gosh, go check it out, because these tides are going to be extra high. They're going to be actually abnormally high and abnormally low. That's the fun thing about tides. When I used to scuba dive, we used to always watch the tides. Really, really big. Interesting. So these first 2 cards have been really popular this week with the divine, because there's a lot of processing going on. So the first card oracle out is the fiery fairy, which is the number 3, acknowledging that there's creative action, creative things that are flowing in you and out, need to be flowing out of you, as far as some type of creation or a way to solve a problem, those kind of things. But it's really important also to be optimistic, stay positive through the process. So if you're going through something at this point in time, now this is the Divine's card. So whatever you've been asking him or trying to go through, this is what he's saying. This is how you should probably be acting upon whatever you're going through. So if it's a challenge or whatever, stay optimistic. This too shall pass. It's not going to last, kind of a thing. There also might be something that is underlying that you could figure something out creativity, or how you pronounce that. And so this is something, this is your card for you. This is the divine basically talking to you. This is his telephone. Hello, this is what you need to be doing. Hello. All right. So the second energy is for the current week, and it is the cow, and it's the number 2. So first card is number 3. So we really need to acknowledge that something's going on that we need to lift up and stay optimistic about, and stay away from those lower vibrations, because he'd want to make sure I shared that. Lower vibrations is the negative waves. We don't want to stay there. So try to figure something out to lift yourself up. Reverse that. I don't know who that's for. He just wanted me to make sure I said that. So the cow is about nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. We become more abundant when we share or we ask, we receive, we ask, those kind of things. That's the number 2. And it is also about balance. So the cow, we always talk about the cow. You guys probably have seen the cow before, but nourishment is what we put into our spirit, what we put into our mind, and what we put into our body. Because whatever we put in, we put out. So if we put in love, we're going to put out love. If we put in negative, we put out negative. If we put in low self-worth thoughts and thinking, we're going to put that out. So this is really important to find out what it is. Maybe you need to ask friends. Maybe you need to, if you have a coach or a counselor, this is what you ask them. What is it that I can actually be fixing from a negative vibration to a higher vibration? They're going to say what? It's actually the way that we think. So turning something completely around and making it a positive, a higher vibration. And a lot of the times we don't do that for our future energy is because of fear. We are such a fearful creature. We base anything that we do in our decisions either off of fear or off of love. But I would say most people do it off of fear. Anybody that I talk to, there's always fear there. We all have some type of form of fear, but when you begin to live your whole life in all kinds of fears, that's when it becomes unbalanced. Because if you look at this, it's see 8 is the number 3 as well. So we have the number 3, the number 2, and the number 3 again. So we're off. We want to either bring in balance and acknowledge that we are living by fear or love. So what is it that how you're making your decisions, and how do you know that you're making your decisions out of that way? But here's the nourishment. We want to release fear, put in love, make our decisions by that, nourishing ourselves, our brains and everything through love, because we acknowledge that that is a creative way of doing things as well. And it's being optimistic. Okay. All right. So let's see what we've got going here. For the first card, oh, well, I'm glad that wasn't the first one. So we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Devil. So this is fear again, because the Knight of Wands is running away from the Devil. He doesn't want anything to do with the Devil. So that is creating a fearless or fearful way of thinking. So if you want to stay in bondage, you keep running away and doing the same thing. If you actually want to get rid of the bondage of that heavy, heavy feeling, then you run towards him. I can't do it anyway because it runs towards him and face the fear, and then the fear begins to dissipate. But that's not how the cards came out. The card came out that somebody is very fearful and doesn't want to face their fears, or at this point in time are too afraid to face their fears. And it's not going to get any better. It won't get any better because you're reinforcing that fear. You're not nourishing. It's not a positive. It's not an optimistic way of looking at things. If you face that fear, then that's more optimistic, saying, yes, I can do this. I can handle this. I can beat it, even if it's baby steps. That is somebody. So somebody is definitely extremely fearful. They're very afraid of it, and they're running like no tomorrow. Interesting. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So we have the 10 of Swords. Something's going to end quick. Now, I'm going to tell you about the Devil and the 10 of Swords. So something is either has ended quick or is going to end quick, or if you don't end it quick, then the divine will do it, because the divine is trying to release you from bondage from something with the Devil. So I'm not sure what it is that you're needing to end quick, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a bad habit, whatever it is, but it's holding you back from your abundance because it's fear. It's fear-based. It's holding back from what you're supposed to be having. All right. And they're saying, look at the girl's face. Look at the girl's face. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, so she looks a little sad. She looks a little fearful. She looks a little, not comfortable. Okay? She doesn't look comfortable, at least to me, and that's what they asked me to look at was the face. She's like, man, and she's got her arms sort of wrapped like she is sort of fearful. Too many cards, guys. All right, let's see what else we have here. Okay, so somebody is seeing this. Somebody knows this, whether this is you or whether there's somebody saying, hey, you really look a little bit afraid, or you look, are you going to ever take care of this or whatever? Somebody is seeing this and is noticing it. They're very insightful. This person pays attention to all the details. So, what is it about the details? There is some fighting going on, and if you think it's hidden, it's not. It's not. As it continues, it's like, you know what, this guy's saying, yeah, man, keep fighting. I want to watch this. I want to keep this is going to get me some popcorn and watch this fight, because this is a really good one. Even though there's no ring, there is a good fight going on. Okay, there's a battle, and this could be an internal battle with you also as well. But somebody is sitting on the outside looking in, and they're saying, yep, they think that I can't see it, or this is a friend or somebody. They think that they can't see it, but they're not going to say anything. They're just standing back watching, because they're a person that nurtures and loves you as who you are, and they're not going to get involved. It's not their journey. They're just there to support you. They're there to support you, and they're not going to say anything. It's not out of fear. It's out of actually love that they're not going to say anything. And it's hard. It's hard to watch somebody fight and get into all kinds of things that they shouldn't be getting into. I keep seeing fire. There's a big fire. Something's really hot. A fire fairy. What? Can I get, you guys can't see what's in my head, but I see a fire. And so, Divine, can you clarify what that's about? I don't know. Did somebody go through a fire? Did somebody lose stuff of a fire? Can you share with me what's going on with this vision of fire that you're giving me? Oh, wow, that's cards. First card. Okay. So, something was completely thrown off balance. It was like it came out of nowhere. It's almost like when somebody comes out and they have a secret life that they didn't tell you about. It's like that energy. I don't know if that's true or not, but this is something hidden coming to the surface, and it has thrown the balance completely off. And that's why everything, it's in the heat of the storm, is what he's saying. It's in the heat of the storm. And somebody feels like the integrity of this person went out the window. And what right now is that because of something that was hidden with somebody, this is the Scorpion energy that's going on with the moon too, you guys. Scorpion energy is going to be 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's going to be death and rebirth kind of a thing. And that's all I'm sharing with you for today. But this is an energy that something was sort of hidden. It came to the surface and it blew things apart. And now the question is if this person can really believe what they're talking about. I don't know what energy this is, but this other person is trying to stand up for they're trying to keep themselves in an optimistic set. I don't know who this is for, but there is something that sort of blew them out of the water, blew somebody out of the water. And now they're just trying to stand up for what they believe in and what their values are and integrity, because maybe the other person's wasn't as high as where this person's was. I don't know if that makes sense to you. But now it's about, okay, it's sort of like this energy. So you just told me this. This has been a secret for 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, whatever, 2 years, and you tell me now, is there anything more that you need to tell me? Can you just spill it all out and tell me the truth of everything so I don't have any more surprises? I don't know who that's for. It's, it's sort of like, yeah, I'm not going to go there. Sorry. I'm not going to go into that. So definitely there is something hidden here. Now this is this person asking. This is this person asking for the truth. Now is the time to nourish and tell the truth. Now is the time to ask the right questions, share the right questions, receive. But you also have to understand that you have to be unjudgmental, caring, nurturing, because it took a lot of strength to come out and share whatever it is, because there's fear. A lot of fear. Because what happens is, especially ladies, I'm going to share it with you. So when guys come out and tell you something or share something with you, the immediate reaction is to get on them. Well, you did this. Why did you tell me? Why did you call me? Why did you? And that's the complete wrong response. Rather than listening to the information, trying to understand their point of view on it, and saying, you know what, that sort of did hurt, but you know what, I'm going to get through it, and or we're going to get through it, and it's all going to be good, So I'm just telling you from my perspective, when you didn't call me for 2 days, that really sort of hurt me, but it's okay. I'm going to get through that. We'll get through that, but I appreciate that you don't do that again, so that I just know that you're okay. Very different than saying, well, why didn't you call me? Why do you know I am? Because women nag and complain way too much. And that is what turns guys off. And that's what will push a guy away. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So that's where that is. So this is going to definitely take strength and energy from both parties, whoever this is for, because the truth is coming out. But you know what? In the end result, look at that. It's going to turn out okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be lifted up. And the reason why is you've got caring, love, emotions, compassion. Again, you have definitely the optimistic outlook, the positive vibrations, keeping it high. Okay, and when you do that, you're conquering fear. You're conquering fear. All right? All right, guys, let's see what else. Boy, that's a definite. I'm going to say this, though, and I say this a lot, if you haven't heard it already and you're new. So when we're bound to something that we shouldn't be doing, or something that is not healthy for us, or someone that is not healthy for us, if we do not end it ourselves, and this is a quick ending. This is like, it's done, it's over, fini, bye-bye, all that kind of stuff. If we do not do that, because the divine does not want us bound to things that are not healthy for us, he will do it for us. And then you're going to be really pissed off, because it's not the timing that it should have been, but you can't rip the Band-Aid off. He'll rip the Band-Aid off for you. And it's going to be a lot more painful when he does it, because he will do it slowly to just show you that really you need to take hold of your own journey, your own life, because you're given free will. All right. So let's see what else we've got going here. All right. So just remember, guys, that these are the planet energies that I'm doing now. The full moon energies. Yes, this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So this is a thought process for you for this week. What is it that you actually need to let go of? What is it coming up that you can face a fear? Definitely face a fear, because you're definitely going to have some rewards facing that fear. You're going to have lightness, especially L-I-G-H-T, not L-I-T-E, that it's going to be a release of a lot of heavy energy. All right. This is a heavy energy that's going to just, that's that bondage that is going to go away. This is the planets as well, because this is definitely, oh my gosh, there's so many planets happening right now. It's ridiculous. All right. So let's see what else we got here. Yeah. So we have the Golden Palace, which is number 5. That means it's something new, it's something fresh, it's something coming. It's not stable, it's brand new. So maybe this is your rewards that are coming up. However, you have to really look at facing your fear, because that's the future energy. This is the energy that we're moving from. Okay, two actually, but also two, if you actually nourish yourself in all positive, good things, things of higher vibrations, joys, things that are bring you happiness, or I don't like to use the word happy, but joy, because joy is something that is internal that you can never take away. But happiness is, oh, I just got a new car. Oh, it just got totaled. So it's up and down. Woo, kind of a thing. So really look at the abundance. What you're bringing into your brain, what you're bringing into your body, what you're bringing into your heart is what you're going to be putting out. Make sure it's positive and uplifting and joyful. Okay, deep freeze, the number 8, again, is not about your progress and rewards. Deep freeze is really thinking about things, stepping back, taking time to really think and process about something that you really need to release. Again, what is one thing that you could be releasing? Fear. Huge, huge energy. And when you think it's not working, when you think that it's really not happening, this is part of death and rebirth. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. This is the planets I'm talking about, is the number 10, and it's coming apart. It's not coming apart. The number 10 is leaving, but the number 1 is coming. So you have to take apart and to go. So this is definitely the planets' energies that are coming up. So, in the full moon, we'll talk more about that tomorrow in the reading. So this is huge. But there is, I would say this is really full of a lot of different energies. So maybe rewatching this and unpacking it a little bit more might help you in your process this week. But again, really pay attention to the divine and what his message is for you. It is not the cards, whatever he's saying to you in your heart about this creative action and this optimism in a positive light direction. That's what he is telling you to do. This is just the telephone. Hello, divine, are you there? All right. All right. So, you guys, I hope you have a really wonderful week. If I don't see you on the 26th tomorrow at 11 for the full moon reading, or I will see you on the 3rd for your next reading for Scorpio. And we are going to be in the moon of Scorpio for a couple of weeks. Anyway, actually, it's actually for a very short time. It's going to be a couple of days. So I hope you guys have a really good week. Take care.